Shalom. First and foremost, before I get started, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to where it's due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Chakwadash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and who taught us this truth. In today's lesson, we're going to go into really, the hope that we have, and no matter what we may go through, no matter what, tribulations and trials we may face, the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshai is going to be with us and ultimately give us, what we hope for, what we dream for, what we are seeking after. Because that's what it says real quick in Matthew 6 and 33, what we ought to do. Matthew 6 and verse 33. And it reads, "But seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you." So this is what we got to do. Speaking to myself first and foremost, we got to seek the kingdom of the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahshai, and know that what we're doing is not in vain. Knowing that everything that we do for Yahweh Shem Yahshai is not in vain, and that the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshai sees us and will reward us openly. And then all these, as it says, and all these things shall be added unto you. Let's get that real quick as well. We'll get two real quick, and then we'll go into that Wisdom of Solomon 3, Lord willing. 1 Corinthians 15 and 58. And it reads, "Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, for as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord." It's not useless. It's not in vain. It's not worthless. It's not, at the end of the day, what we do for Yahweh Shem Yahshai, and not for us, but for the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahshai. What we do for him is, beneficial. And there will be reward, a beautiful and righteous and eternal reward at the end of this, at the end of our journey. Let's get this real quick as well. With Hebrews 6 and 11. Not Hebrews 6 and 11. This is a good one. It wasn't what I was thinking of, but this is a beautiful one. Hebrews 6 and 10. "For the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love." He's not going to forget it, "which ye have showed toward his name, and that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister." So let's get in the NOT. For God, Hebrews 6 and 10 in the NOT. "For God is not unjust. He will not forget how hard you have worked for him, and how you have again, he will not forget how hard you have worked for him, and how you have shown your love to him by caring for other believers, as you still do." So the Lord is not going to forget. What is that? I believe it's in Hebrews. See how many times faith pops up. 231 times. No. Hebrews. Bear with me. Might be 11 and 6. No, 11. Yeah, 11 and 6. Yep. So 6 and 10, and then 11 and 6. Okay. Beautiful precepts. Hebrews 11 and 6. "But without faith, it is impossible to please him." So you got to believe in this, man. You got to believe that the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshai is and will save and will deliver and will bless us at the end for everything that we do, the sacrifices that we make. It says, "But without faith, it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him." You got to believe it, man, that everything that we do, at the end, the Lord sees it and will reward us. Lord willing, we be part of the elect, and that we endure unto the end. That's what it says in Matthew 24. Matthew 24 and verse 13. And it reads, "But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved." So we got to endure. Let's get that word endure real quick. G5278, hypomino. It says to preserve under misfortunes and trials, to hold fast to one's faith in Hamashiach. So we gotta go through these misfortunes. We gotta go through these trials, these tribulations, to test our faith. And what going through this makes us stronger. It brings about maturity. It brings about growth. To endure, bear bravely and calmly, because we're about to enter into some ill, deadly times. Scary times, scary hours is what we're about to come into. So what we go through, we got to endure it and bear it bravely and calmly, not to be, hasty in times of trouble, as it says in Ecclesiastes 2. Let's get that real quick as well. Ecclesiasticus or Sirach 2:1. My son, and thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. You got to know that you're going to be tempted. You're going to be tried. You're going to go through the furnace of adversity. You're going to go through the fire, because that is how gold is tried. That's how, you get the impurities and the dross off of gold, by putting it through the fire. Verse 2, set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble. We got to be calm, cool, collected, and persevere no matter what is set in front of us. Verse 3, cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. And that's what we want. We want to be increased. We don't want to increase ourselves. We don't want to be abased. We want to be humbled. We want to be humble, and then we don't want to increase ourselves, but allow Yahweh Shem Yashai to increase us. Real quick, Matthew 23:12. Matthew 23:12. And whosoever shall exalt himself shall be abased. We don't want to exalt ourselves, because then we will be abased. It says, and he that shall humble himself shall be exalted. Exalted by who? By Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. We don't want to be exalted. Let's get that word abased. It says shall be abased. Make low. G5013. Tapanio. To make low, to bring low, to assign a lower rank or place to. We don't want to be a part of the 2/3, man. We don't want to bring ourselves upon our own level, thinking we somebody we ought not to say, or we are not. We trying to sit in the highest place, and then the Lord say, hey, man, that's not for you. We want to humble ourselves and then allow the Lord Yahweh Shem Yashai to bring us up. Verse 4, whatsoever is brought upon, back in Ecclesiastes 2:4, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. So we're going to be tried. We're going to go through, adversity, afflictions, hardships. Verse 6, believe in him, and he will help thee. Order thy way aright and trust in him. We got to trust in the Lord Yahweh Shem Yashai, and knowing that he will increase us at the last end. Lord willing, we endure, and we're part of the elect. Verse 7, ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy, and go not aside lest he fall. We got to believe in the Lord Yahweh Shem Yashai and go not aside. We got to believe in this, man. Again, speaking to myself, first and foremost, we got to wait for the Lord's mercy. That's all we got is the Lord Yahweh Shem Yashai. So I think that was, good starting point. So Wisdom of Solomon 3 and verse 1. We'll probably just get this and then close it out. So it says the heading says the destiny of the righteous. So let's see what the destiny of the righteous is. Wisdom of Solomon 3 and 1. And this is in the GNT, Good News Translation. Verse 1, but righteous people are protected by God and will never suffer torment. Again, but righteous people are protected by God and will never suffer torment. So the elect of Yahweh Shem Yashai are protected. They are safeguarded. What does it say? So no matter what, man, the Lord is with you. With us, Lord won't be part of the elect, just like the Lord was with Job, just like the Lord was with the 3 holy children, the 3 holy sons, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Just like the Lord was with Daniel when he was in the lion's den, just as the Lord was with Yahweh Shai. Though Yahweh Shai went through, but though Yahweh Shai went through, he died, but he what? He rose again. And now where is Yahweh Shai? He's on the right-hand side of the Heavenly Father. He rose again 3 days later from death. And the Lord, set him on the right hand. So the Lord was with Yahweh Shai, just as the Lord is with us, Lord willing. Lord wouldn't be part of the elect. It says we'll never suffer torment. The Lord is with us, man, even to the very end. Let's see that. And Yahweh Shai is with us, man. Yahweh Shem Yahshai is with us. End of the world. Yahweh Shai said this, man. Matthew 28:20. Teaching them to observe all things whatsoever I have commanded you. And lo, I am with you always, even unto the end of the world. Amen. So the Lord is with us, man, no matter what. And then you got to believe that, Lord won't be part of the elect and we're protected. And that everything that we do is not in vain. And that everything that we do leads with and goes with the protection of Yahweh Shem Yahshai. So it says, but righteous people are protected by God and will never suffer torment. That's what I wanted to get. Ecclesiasticus 2:10. Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? And you'll see that the Lord with all of, the prophets of old delivered them, was with them. They was never confounded, forsaken, despised. Verse 11, for the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long-suffering and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins, and saveth in time of affliction. So the Lord is going to be with us, man, Lord willing. And we got to believe that. We got to believe it. It ain't no sense doing this thing and not believing that the Lord is with you and that the Lord isn't going to deliver you. And that ain't being prideful. That's being, that's being confident that the Lord is with you, as long as you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. Now, if you being a nigga, you in the world, then you can say, oh yeah, the Lord ain't with me, because you being a nigga. You got to do this in spirit and in truth and believe that the Lord is with you. You got to be confident, man. There's a difference between confidence and pride. Verse 2, Wisdom of Solomon 3:2 in the GNT. It is a foolish mistake to think that righteous people die and that their death is a terrible evil. They leave us, but it is not a disaster. In fact, the righteous are at peace. Let's get that in the KJV. Let's get verse 2 in the KJV real quick. Wisdom of Solomon 3:2. In the sight of the unwise, they seem to die, and their departure is taken from misery. So they think that, when we die, it's not, they died. And especially when the MOTD comes into play and, we're beheaded, and be like, man, why ain't that dude just take the sea hit, man? Why ain't he just listen? Why ain't he just listen and abide by, and he still be alive right now? They count our lives madness, as it says right here in Wisdom of Solomon 5 and verse, we'll just get straight to the point, verse 4. We fools are counting his life madness and his end to be without honor. How is he numbered among the children of God and his lot is among the saints? So they take our life for madness. They think what we do is crazy, man. But what does it say? We are fools for Hamashiach. 1 Corinthians 4, and we'll get it in let's see, 1 Corinthians 4 and verse 9, and we'll get verse 9 in the NLT. 1 Corinthians 4 and 9 in the NLT. Instead, I sometimes think God has put us apostles on display, like prisoners of war at the end of a victor's parade, condemned to die. It says, we have become a spectacle unto the entire world, to people and angels alike. Now let's get that word spectacle, which is theatron, G2302, a theater, a place in which games and dramatic spectacles are exhibited, a public show, a man who is exhibited to be gazed at and made sport of. Now let's get that word gazed and see if it gives us one. Okay, let's get made sport of. See what that says. Search web. Yep. Made sport of. Laughed at. To make someone or something the object of unkind laughter. So they're like the saying goes, they're not laughing with you, they're laughing at you. So they laughing at us, man. They think what we do is crazy. It says ridiculed, mocked, made fun of, poked fun at, shot down, taunted. And we get that, man, all the time. You know, what you wearing in bed sheets for, man? Boo! All this throwing water balloons at us. And you have brothers who has even been shot at, man. But what does it say in 2 Ezra 15? Let's pull that real quick, and then we'll get back to that. 2 Ezra 15 and verse 3. Fear not the imaginations against thee, and let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. Incredulity onto the unwilling or unable to believe something. They can't believe this, man. So what do? They're gonna come up against you, laugh at you, which is already written that it would happen. Verse 4, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Let them be unfaithful, man. Let them ridicule. Let them make a sport of us. Let them gaze at us. Because in the end, all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. 1 Corinthians 4 and 10 in the NLT. Our dedication to Hamashiach makes us look like fools. You doing this on a Saturday, man? You could be doing anything on a Saturday, and you choose to be reading the Bible out in public? Why won't you come hang with me on a Saturday? Why you gotta always go out there and hang with your bros and do all your quote unquote bros? That's what they do, man. You could be doing anything else, but you doing this on a Saturday. But what is sacrifice, man? We look like, because like it says, we're dedicated. So it makes us look like fools. It says, continuing on, but you claim to be so wise in the Mashiach. We are weak, but you are so powerful. You are honored, but we are ridiculed. And what? And in the end, it will be good with us. So anything that we go through, man, it doesn't matter because the Lord is with us and will, bring us on that higher level. Not of our own selves, but of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yasai. So let's. I want to just get this in the KJV. Wisdom of Solomon 3. I like it in GNT, but I like it better in the KJV. Wisdom of Solomon 3 and 4. For though they be punished in the sight of men, yet is their hope full of immortality. So it don't matter what we go through, man. It doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, we're not thinking about this life, this temporal life, because it's all going to pass away. Where it say, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. We're not focused on this place. We're focused on the immortality. We're focused on the eternal. We're focused on the things to come, man. Yet is our hope full of immortality. We're not looking at this society. We look through this society and at immortality, at the kingdom of the Most High, because that is what we're going to receive. That's what matters. That's what's going to count. Not your money, your cars, your jewelry, your status, your success. That's not going to matter here. It ain't going to help you get to the kingdom, man. What's going to help you get to the kingdom is Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai, and that is the only way. Verse 5, and having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded. So everything that we go through, it's little. It's minute compared to what we are going to receive. Let's get that. Was it 1 Corinthians? I believe it's in 4 as well. 1 Corinthians 4. It might have been 2 Corinthians 4. Yes, I think it's 2 Corinthians 4. Yep, 2 Corinthians, like 2 Corinthians 4 and verse 17. For our light affliction, this is light, which is but for a moment, works for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory, while we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal. So this is all light compared to what we're going to be rewarded by Yahweh B'Shem Yahshai. And we just got to believe it, and hope, and pray, and do what is required of us so that we can receive that reward. Endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. Verse 6, back in Wisdom of Solomon 3 and 6, as gold in the furnace hath he tried them, and received them as a burnt offering. So the Lord is trying us as gold through the furnace. And then what shall we receive? Verse 7, and in the time of their visitation they shall shine and run to and fro like sparks among the stubble. So we're going to receive, that spiritual power. We're going to receive, godhood. This is the destiny, like it says in the GNT, the heading, the destiny of the righteous. It's minor, like it says in verse 6, their sufferings were minor compared with the blessings they will receive. God has tested them like gold in a furnace and found them worthy to be with him. He has accepted them just as he accepts the sacrifices which his worshipers burn on the altar. This is what we want, man. We want to rule over the nations. Verse 8, they shall judge the nations and have dominion over the people, and their Lord shall reign forever. This is what we're waiting for. This is what we're looking at. We're not looking at this society. We're looking at what is to come. This is the destiny of the righteous, to rule over the nations. This is the destiny of the elect, starting with Yahweh Shai and the 144,000 to rule over the nations. This is what we're looking at. This is what our hope in. This is what our faith is in. Not in this world, but in the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahshai and the promises that he has promised to us, to our forefathers. Because the Lord is not a man that he shall lie, nor a man to change. Verse 9, we'll end off in verse 9. They that put their trust in him shall understand the truth, and such as be faithful in love shall abide with him. For grace and mercy is to his saints, and he hath care for his elect. He cares for his elect, and he's not going to go against his word, but he's going to do everything that he has said in its complete order. So just trust and believe that the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahshai is leading us down that right path. So Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to the spirit, to the body, and to the fold. And before I end it off, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory towards due to Yahweh B'Shem Yahshai B'Shem Chakwadash, and double honors once again to the apostles and elders of a great millstone. Until next time, Shalom.